Well, guys, I was gonna do a reassembly video on the Spyderco Tuff here, but I already had the video taken and my camera messed up. So anyway, I'm just gonna kind of go over what I did to reassemble it, and then just show you real quick the few mods that I made. So hopefully, after you've had it all taken apart, you got it nice and cleaned up. And what you're gonna do is you're first gonna take your titanium scale, which will I've anodized this one purple and with kind of blue undertones. But you're gonna take that, and the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and put your pivot. You're gonna put the female half of your pivot screw in, and then you're gonna go ahead and get that in. You can go ahead and screw your lock bar insert on, the steel lock bar insert. Remember, that's the two small screws that go in. That's the smallest two screws you have that go in there. And then what you're going to do is you can go ahead and actually put your back spacer in. You're going to have this the two. You might have to work with it. I had a little bit of trouble getting it through both the titanium slab and the steel liner on the other side. You might have to wiggle around and play with it a little bit, but you're going to get both of those through, and then you're through the titanium. Then you're going to put your back spacer on, and so then you're going to have your titanium pivot screw. You can have your back spacer in, and with the screws. The screws won't go in yet, but you'll have the spacer that goes in through that, and you'll have your lock bar insert in. So after you have all that in, it's going to be kind of a pain. You're going to have to hold it like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and put a little bit of lube. I use frog lube, and put a little. It doesn't need much, just a little bit right there on the titanium. And then you're going to go ahead and put your phosphorus bronze washer there that comes on it. Go ahead and stick that over top of that. And next, you can actually go ahead and set your blade in on top of that, and it should lock in nicely with this, with the lock bar insert. And one other thing that you're going to have to do is put your stop pin in right there as well. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. But so then after you have that in, put your blade on. It'll be in the open position. You slide it in. You'll have everything kind of together. And so then this gets to the part where I was talking about it might be kind of tricky getting the spacers in through the steel right there. But you're going to go ahead and put just your steel liner on top there. You're going to try to squeeze everything together, make sure everything fits up nicely. And when you get all that in, it's just a matter of putting in the other screws. Remember your 4 screws and your pocket clip there. So that's it. And sharpen this knife as well. Now this one I did at 15 degrees per side, and you can see how wide it gets at the tip. Down here is probably about the 20 thousandths thick edge, and up here is probably closer to, I don't know, 70 or 80 maybe even at the tip, which isn't necessarily a bad thing if you pry. If you like to pry a lot, that's a beast of a knife. See if I can get that on there. But anyway, so that's it, guys. And the 3V, it took a really nice acid etch and stone wash. It's really pretty beautiful. So I was real happy with that. But anyway, there you have it. If you're having centering issues, one thing that you need to do is you shouldn't really have the centering issues after you get it all in. Make sure that that's snugged up, not tight enough, but not too tight. And then if you still have them, you can actually move your blade over to one side and jam like a toothpick or something down in there, and then loosen up all the screws in your scales. And then when it's squeezed over that side, then you can tighten them all back up, and that should hopefully fix the problem. Or you can flex it right in the middle and hold it there while you're screwing in the screws, and that should also help with the centering. But this one I got adjusted pretty perfectly, and so that's it. Appreciate you guys watching, and I hope this helps out some of you, and I'm sorry about the video issues I was having.